On today's show, Holly Sylvester is here to talk about the big annual Special Kids Race. It's a great cause and a great time, all rolled into one. Need a passport? Brian Morris is back to tell you how you can breeze through the process at their upcoming passport event. Then our good friend Chad Robinette delivers another amazing America 250 moment. And of course, don't forget our Purple Paws Pet of the Week. He's one super fella who might just outsmart us all. So lace up your running shoes and dust off that suitcase because we have a packed show for you today. Good Morning Murfreesboro for Friday, February 27th, 2026 begins now.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Good Morning Murfreesboro, where we talk about what makes Murfreesboro shine.
Yeah, and we got warmer weather on the way.
Yay!
And that's good. That's a good reason to clap. And I hope I wasn't wrong about what I said last week about spring bringing on the way. Let's bring it on.
Bring it on.
Let's bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah.
Did you have a good weekend? Did you do anything exciting?
Yeah, we had our dog's birthday party.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that last week.
Yeah, August actually is 6 years old now. And we had his party at my grandparents and my mom came over because that's the only people that really care about him besides us.
Right.
And and we have his birthday party and he's used to. And like the thing is, he knows. Like you put like little gifts in bags and like he's rooting through it and stuff. Like,
aww.
like even to the point now, like even when like Miles has gifts that people give him or things like that.
He wants to check it out.
Like my mom got Miles a Valentine's Day gift and we set it down for Miles to open it. Next thing I know, August's head stuck in the bag. And he's like, "What's in here?" And he's like digging out the paper and stuff. He's like, "This has got to be for me." So we have fun with that. And
That's cool. So you named your dog August, but if his birthday's in March.
I know, this is confused. My dogs are named after places.
Okay.
So August is named after St. Augustine, Florida.
Okay.
And then Nash is
Nashville.
named after Nashville. Yeah. So.
Well, I did that sourdough class last weekend.
Yeah.
And by the end of the class, I had dough in a bowl that I had to cover on.
How'd it turn out?
Really, really, really good. And talked 3 people into buying Dutch ovens, 2 of which we now have pink Dutch ovens with little polka dot. Yeah.
My wife is in her
trouble.
Her sourdough era as well. So
Yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, it's hard to eat it by myself, but I made a big bowl or a big pot of homemade chicken and rice soup, and then I made the sourdough and
I thought you were gonna say homemade chili, and I was like, okay, here we go, guys. What was in it? All right, chicken and rice. We'll let that slide.
Okay. Well, you know, Chad Robinette, who was a guest, he is now featured on HGTV's House Hunters, and it was airing March 4th. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too.
Yes.
It comes on at 9 p.m. on HGTV, so make sure you guys check that out. If you watch Chad on the show, he's a great guy. Homes for Heroes.
Yes.
So be sure that you check that out.
And he's our America 250 today.
He is.
So keep watching. Keep watching.
Yeah.
And speaking of watching, our viewership has gone way up. We have about 100,000 for the last month, and thank you. So make sure you guys are continuing to tune in, like,
share, smash
the button, all the things.
Your favorite thing to say.
I know.
So that you guys interacting helps us in that. So we appreciate your interactions. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate you sharing the show, and that means a lot to us, and it helps us grow. So continue to do that. Yeah. And like I always say, if you see something on the show that speaks to you, share it with your friends, because how many times have we said something in town and somebody's like, "Oh, I've never heard of that before," and we go, "Well, I guess you haven't watched the show before."
I actually did that yesterday in front of a group of people.
So we give so much information about what's going on in our community and stuff. So if there's things that you feel like stands out to you, it might stand out to somebody else. So share it.
Yeah. So since we're smiling and happy, are we going to do a mic drop joke?
Yeah. Well, you know, I got one for you. So you can clearly see I got a haircut since the
you
last
did.
time. Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. So somebody asked me the other day. They were like, "Did you get a haircut?" And I said, "No, I got them all cut."
That's a good one. That's like a grandpa joke.
A granddad joke.
Yeah, a granddad joke. But it was good. It was good. If it's your first time hearing it, it's a good one.
Yeah, I'll get the thumbs down on that one.
Well, welcome to Murfreesboro. We're full. Still 14 people every day moving in. Well, we actually do love have people coming in, but so out and about, Southernisms, things people say. Maybe you're from California, no shame, so am I. But you might not know what people are saying. So we we came up with some funny ones. Here are what your neighbors are thinking, but they're not saying to you.
Yeah, well, the thing about these is we mean well.
Yeah, we're just
we
playing.
mean well. We just, there's some trust issues there sometimes on who's moving to the area and invading our space, right?
Right.
So, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just how it is, right? So,
Right.
Give us the first one, Rachel.
They ain't got no family here. That's suspicious. Or sus, as those youngsters are saying.
That's a grandpa joke right there. Yeah, so, if somebody just moves here, like, on a whim and stuff, it's a little suspicious to us because, like, who are they going to know?
Yeah.
Who are they going to know? And that makes us a little uneasy around here because it's like, why'd they move here? They don't really have a reason to move here. Where's your family at? And you're just living here by yourself? And then next thing you know, a year or two goes by and they're part of the neighborhood family, so it doesn't really matter. It's just
Right.
how we are.
Right.
And then they ain't even waved at nobody yet.
You say it with the southern twang.
They ain't even waved at nobody yet.
And lastly, they don't got any dirt on their vehicle. That makes me nervous.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, here's the thing about the waving thing. People move here all the time, and some people just wave at you. They don't even know who you are. Like I can't.
I'm a waver.
I can't tell you how many times growing up, and I grew up. I was born in Murfreesboro. We moved to Woodbury when I was very young, but like in Woodbury, like everybody just waves at each other, and I'm like, I'd be riding with my pawpaw, and I would be like, "Who is that?" And he's like, "I don't know."
You just wave.
I don't know. You don't know.
Yeah, you just wave. Hi.
Yeah, so that's just how it is here. So just wave, it's fine. Smile at people and wave at people and make their day
friendly.
better. Got to talk about our national events that
Yes,
we
we
love.
do.
Today is National Strawberry Day. I would have thought that would have been in May, but here we are. Because May is the strawberry season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is National Pancake Day.
Wait, I just Homer Simpson. Yeah.
Is that your stomach growling?
Do you have a favorite pancake spot?
No. My house.
Yeah, okay. I'm
There's
just curious.
whole wheat, buckwheat.
Comment your favorite pancake spot in Murfreesboro. If you have a favorite spot to get pancakes, let us know. And then Sunday is the first day of March
Yes.
and begins American Red Cross Month. So we had John Mitchell from our local Red Cross that will be on the show the next week.
Yeah, that's exciting. And Monday is International Rescue Cat Day. And it's a shout out to Rutherford County Cat Rescue, who gives us cute kitties, and we've gotten some of them adopted.
I know, we've helped out big
Yeah,
time, I feel like,
that's
with
so
that.
nice.
So with our Purple Paws Pet of the Week. And then Tuesday is Tourism Day. We got
Right.
Brian Morris on the show later, and he's going to talk about if you're going to be a tourist, how to get your passport and what all you need to do for that, and passport event. That's coming
Yes.
up.
Yeah, which is exciting. It's not the first one, and it's always a good thing. I think Neil used it last year. Wednesday is National Grammar Day.
I'm terrible at it.
I love it. Commas, all the things.
Hey, I'm not the grammar police, that's for sure. And then Thursday is National Potty Dance Day.
I left that in.
Is that like
You're welcome.
The twist?
You'll know it when
Yeah.
Miles is about to.
Little jumping
you'll see it.
feet. Oh, we have to thank our wonderful sponsors. We have Superior Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
Info Rural Social Media,
615 Insurance,
TMX Creative.
KDGi Architectural Firm.
Been great.
All right, if you don't have anything to do this weekend, you aren't looking hard enough, and you're definitely not watching our show. So here's a reminder. The SHE Conference at New Vision's Battlefield campus takes place tonight and tomorrow. It's hosted by New Vision Women's Care and Ministries. This two-day event features keynote speaker Christine Chappelle, bringing biblical encouragement and practical hope for real-life challenges. Get your tickets online. It's a beautiful weekend to rest, reconnect, and be refreshed. Register now and don't miss it. Today and tomorrow, it's the 2026 Southern Equine Expo at Miller Coliseum. Horse lovers, this is your weekend. From exciting demonstrations and expert clinics to shopping, activities, and all things equine, there's something for riders, trainers, and fans alike. Saddle on up, head on over to the expo for a weekend full of horsepower and fun.
You said it like you were in a.
I've been practicing that.
Western.
Saturday, make a big impact in a little time. Join Big Brothers and Big Sisters Open Enrollment Day at Greenhouse Ministries from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a simple, one-stop opportunity to take the first step towards becoming a big and supporting youth right here in Rutherford County. Downtown Murfreesboro Restaurant Week kicks off Monday, March 2nd through the 8th. I'm so excited! Oh my gosh, I'm going to do this! All right, I'm telling you all about it. Hang on.
Let's get through this part first.
Okay. Main Street Murfreesboro is serving up a delicious way to dine, explore, and win with Restaurant Bingo. More than 20 downtown spots are participating. It's a perfect excuse to try something new or visit one of your favorites. Bingo cards drop March 1st, and you'll have 7 days to eat your way to win.
Wow.
Find your card online and let the foodie fun begin.
That's a lot of fun. I would have thought it was a silent auction the way
No,
you're acting.
no. But food bingo, that's like right up there.
My wife will definitely want to do that.
Finally, mark your calendar for Saturday, March 7th for a night at the museum at the Discovery Center at Murphy Spring from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. This 21 and up evening features wine and spirits from Stones River Total Beverage, tastings from local brewers, and after-hours access to the museum's hands-on exhibits, all with a grown-up twist. Enjoy a sophisticated scavenger hunt, a silent disco, and plenty of interactive surprises. Best of all, every ticket supports Discovery Center's missions to provide joyful, safe, and inspiring play for children in our community. Links for more information about all these events are available in the description below.
All right. We're going to be right back with our first guest, Holly Sylvester, right after this brief message.
Russ Stover from Superior Overhead Doors in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for LiftMaster. Now, you've been in business for over 30 years, and you carry just one door opener brand, and that's LiftMaster. Why?
Well, in my opinion, and through my experience over the years, LiftMaster has the best product on the market.
So what is the most popular LiftMaster model?
I like the 84505, which is a premium grade belt drive opener. It has a DC motor, built-in LED lights, has a drop-down camera. It's a belt drive opener, very quiet, very durable.
LiftMaster openers come with the popular MyQ app, so I know that my garage door is secure when I'm away. Is that right?
Yes, sir. You can pull the app up. You can check whether your door's open, closed. If you have a camera operator, you can also check your camera to see if anybody's been in or out of your garage. And for the fact that if you're not there and the door opens or closes, it will send alert to your phone.
Did you ever forget to close your garage door when you left for a trip?
Yeah, I've done that a few times. And before the MyQ, I'd turn around and go back and check.
LiftMaster, trusted by Superior Overhead Doors for over 30 years. Check them out at superiordoorsofTN.com.
All right, we are back with our first guest, Holly Sylvester, and you're talking about the Special Kids today.
Yeah.
So Special Kids race that we have coming up, and the event that we have going on. So
We do.
welcome.
But, we've had Special Kids. We had Casey on last time. Why don't you give us a quick overview of what Special Kids, in
Yeah.
case this is the first time someone's hearing about it?
Yeah, absolutely. So Special Kids is a nonprofit therapy and nursing center right here in Murfreesboro. It's such a unique thing. There's nothing like it anywhere for several states. So we offer skilled therapy and nursing care to children with special needs, birth to age 21. And we kind of fill in that gap where insurance leaves off and might leave these children and these families without the services that they need. We kind of step in as the nonprofit and make sure that they can have access to those services.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So you kind of gave the overview of who they serve and what they do. But do people apply? Do their doctors apply? How do they get in contact with Special Kids for services?
Yeah. So traditionally what would happen is a family would visit their pediatrician, and their pediatrician would determine that they probably need therapy or nursing services, and they would get a referral. That referral would come to us. We'll bring them in. We'll evaluate what the need actually is instead of what insurance is willing to provide, and we'll help them have access to those services at that time.
So for parents that might think their children might not qualify or they may not be a candidate, typically what are some type of children that you help? What are some cases that you guys work with that falls into place for that?
Absolutely. So we do all kinds of therapy services there. So we can help a variety of different children with different needs. Obviously, we have children that come to us who are on the autism spectrum that may need occupational therapy, speech therapy, physical therapy. So we have children who maybe they were born with a birth defect or a physical disability, and they might have to learn how to use stairs or walk in the hallways of Special Kids, taking their first steps. So these are some of the really amazing things that we get to witness there at Special Kids. All kinds of children come to us.
Amazing. That's amazing.
That is. So you do have this event coming up. It's an annual event.
It is.
So would you like to talk about the event?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be our 15th annual Special Kids
15th.
race.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of a landmark anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're very excited. It's going to be Saturday, March 14th on the main campus of MMC right here in Murfreesboro. And we love this event because our runners get to run through the battlefield. So it's a really special thing they get to do. We get to fire off the cannon to start the race, which is really fun. But we'll have a 15K, a 10K, a 5K, and a 1 mile family fun run, as well as our family fun zone, which is going to be huge and really exciting this year.
So there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
So if you're like an avid
Absolutely.
runner and you're like,
Absolutely.
I'm going to do this, like you can run the long distance, but
Absolutely.
you can back it down, or you can walk. You know,
Absolutely.
it's okay too.
That's our slogan is run, walk, or roll. So no matter how you come to us, if you're special needs and in a wheelchair, if you are bringing your stroller, if you want to walk and just support special kids, or if you are an avid runner, we absolutely have something for everyone.
I'm sure you have the medals.
Oh yeah,
Those are
absolutely.
the best.
Yeah, we
Those are the best.
do a different design every year. So this year we really put a lot into our medals, and the design's really special. So I'm excited to reveal it very soon.
Ooh, it's a secret.
It's a secret.
You heard it here. It's a secret. It's a secret. I love those. I have them. I have some hanging up. Now I'm not a runner by any means, but I'll do a 5K.
Yeah.
I kind of run, walk, jog.
Yeah, I think 5K is my limit.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone once said if both of your feet are off the ground at the same time, it's running. So I say I run.
Good. Yes.
That's jumping. All right, fair
Also
enough.
could be jump running. Walking real fast. I complete it. That's what I'm going for, completion. But I do love getting the medals, and it's a reminder like of the event and the people, you know, it's like having a picture, but different. But when you look at it, you think about why you did it, the kids you're helping, things like that. Those medals are really cool.
Yeah.
So I have
yes,
a
they are.
question, you know, with the event, is there a rain day just in case that it doesn't pan out for that
So
day?
I will say in 14 years of hosting this race,
Okay.
it traditionally rains almost every single year.
Yep.
It's March in Tennessee, so we will run in the rain.
Okay.
The only reason why we would switch to a virtual event is if something is incredibly severe weather.
Yeah.
Or just something very unforeseen. So if it poses any danger to our runners. But if it is cold, if it is rainy, if it is drizzly, we're going to be there
Wonderful.
running for the kids.
Wonderful. I ask that because, you know, sometimes people wake up in the morning and they go, oh, they're probably not doing it today. I won't go.
We are doing it.
It's
happening.
rain or shine.
It's happening. It is a rain or shine event. Absolutely.
Fantastic. Are you running?
I'm going to be kind of organizing things
Okay.
that day. I
Okay.
think I'll be a little busy, but
You're going to be busy.
I'll be running around.
Yes.
I'll be running around.
You may do more than a 15K with all the
may.
running
I may.
around.
How long have you been involved in this organization and the race?
Yeah, actually, this is going to be my first race with Special Kids.
Okay, wonderful.
So I'm really excited to be a part of it. I joined the team at Special Kids in June of 2025. So I'm just dug right in and started on
Wonderful.
things. So it's a wonderful place to be and a great place to work.
Wonderful.
Do you have, I'm putting you on the spot, sorry, but
okay.
do you have some story or something like that's touched you from being there and seeing these kids?
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, a couple of things. You know, the way that I came to Special Kids is I actually have a son who's on the spectrum. He's 19 now and thriving, so he's doing amazing. But it had to be 14 some years ago, we visited Special Kids. And they were very helpful in setting us on the path that we needed to be on at that time and evaluating him and helping us know what services he needed. It was amazing. So when the opportunity came up for me to apply for this role, it was the most exciting thing. So I was really pleased to be able to do that. But right now working in our office is a young lady named Chloe. And Chloe,
You've met Chloe.
yeah,
She's amazing.
she is amazing. So she's a former patient of Special Kids. And I tell you what, if you come to Special Kids and you take a tour with Chloe, you will never be the same because she can walk you through the halls of Special Kids and share with you from so many different perspectives. As a child who grew up there, who learned to walk there, you know, who learned to do all the things that a normal child would do naturally that she had to fight hard to learn how to do, and Special Kids helped her. She can share so much and so much perspective as you walk those halls with her. So as far as a story that really touched me, I've got my son, but then I've also got Chloe that I get to work with every single day.
She's amazing.
Well, real quick, we got 1 minute left.
Okay.
So people want to do the race, people
Yeah.
want to get involved. How do they do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So they should visit specialkidsrace.com. We are still taking registrations, but we're getting really close to not being able to guarantee shirt sizes. So everybody who runs the race gets a t-shirt, and we want to guarantee those sizes for everyone. So sign up this weekend if you can. Specialkidsrace.com, and we're actually doing a promo code, 10% off anybody who uses code Good Morning.
Oh, look at that.
on the website is going to get
That's
10%
so
off any
nice.
race registration from 15K all the way down to the 1 mile.
And we'll put a reminder of that
Yep, we
below,
will.
but that's so awesome. You didn't even tell us that in advance, or it didn't get to me, but that's
Surprise.
really exciting. Surprise.
Thank you so much for being on the show,
Yeah,
Holly.
it's
We
my
really
pleasure.
appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. All right, up next, Purple Paws Pet of the Week. This week's Pet of the Week comes to us from Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue. Meet Alanzo. This sweet 3-month-old is basically puppy Mensa material. I know what you're thinking, but he has already mastered dog door, cruising through potty training, and will do just about anything for a treat. Alanzo lives for snuggles and is ready to be your ultimate cuddle buddy. He's neutered, microchipped, and ready to head home with you.
And if you're interested in making Alanzo part of your family, reach out to Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue and adopt him today. For more information, you can find this below in our description.
And while you're there, make sure you're following us to make sure you're up to date with all of these pet rescues we're doing, all the adoptions. All right, well, we have our second guest, Brian Morris. You are the constituent service representative, and you're here to talk to us about Passport Day.
Yes, thank you very much for allowing me to come back on today.
Yes.
So my name is Brian Morris. I work for Congressman Scott DeJarlet's office here in Murfreesboro. And like you said, I'm constituent services. So last summer, we did a passport fair. So the passport agencies, folks from the passport offices in Atlanta and in South Carolina came out, and they processed about 200 passports here in Murfreesboro and another like 300 or 400 in Nashville. So because it was such a success, we're going to do it again now in March as we start ramping up for the travel season.
Neil
amazing.
said he and his wife did it last year, and they got their passport. Everybody was nice. It was quick, and they got their passport in like a week, which is unheard of.
It is. I can't guarantee that.
We have no guarantees.
I can't guarantee that. It all
Nope.
depends on the passport agency and the way they process the passports. But passports are a 2-part process. The first part is usually going to the county clerk's office or a post office and filling out and submitting the paperwork. That currently is about a 6-week waiting period to make that appointment. The folks that are coming up here will do that service for you that day. So that cuts 6 weeks out of the process, and then they mail you, they'll process it back, they take all the information back to Atlanta and South Carolina, they'll process and make your passport, and then they'll send it back to you.
Wow. So if you got that family, that everybody's got that one family member where they plan the family vacation, and they go, "You get your passport yet?" And they're like, "What?"
Yes, I've had many a phone call of folks at the airport who spent a lot of money on their vacations and did not have passports.
Yeah.
Or what most people don't know is passports really are only good for 9.5 years. So if your passport expires within 6 months of your travel, they won't let you travel. So you'll need a new passport. So that happens fairly frequently. And it kind of makes sense if something happened and you were stuck in some other country, you wouldn't be able to get back. So that's why that rule is in effect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
That
So
makes sense.
they try to encourage folks to get your passport. Passports for children under 16 are good for 5 years. 16 and over, they're good for 10 years. Also, if in the news, like your passport is your senior federal ID, so you don't need like your real ID to travel if you have a
Right.
passport. And some folks are having a hard time getting their real ID, but if you have a passport in the United States, you could travel as well.
Wow. All this
Such great
information.
pictures. It's like a mugshot. You're like,
I know. You can't smile. You just straight faces pop.
we all know how I am. I did not like my passport picture.
Yes.
But there again, stuck for 10 years.
Yes.
They were like, "Rachel, stop
could
smiling."
Cut it out and put a new one on there where I'm like,
That would go poorly. That TSA would not approve that.
You know what's crazy though is like people are excited to go on vacation. They're probably going to be smiling. They're probably, well, I don't know. If they make it through the airport, they might not be smiling until
I'm
after
always
they get to the
smiling on
location.
vacation.
But maybe they're smiling when they come back, but not initially.
Maybe the technology will advance one day that we can smile on our passport photos, but at this moment, very stoic looking.
Look,
I
I feel
know.
like the driver's license is more serious to not smile because more than likely, if you're showing somebody that, you're not in a situation where you're smiling about it.
right, if you're showing it.
Very accurate statement.
Yeah. So, remind us of the dates.
Sure. So there are, let me check my little list here so I can make sure they're correct. They're going to be on the 10th, 11th, and 12th here in Middle Tennessee. On the 10th and 11th, they're going to be at the Ellington Agricultural Center in the Edward Jones Auditorium in Nashville. And then on the 12th, they're going to be here at the fountains on Medical Center Parkway.
Very nice, very
Touring it.
convenient.
Just taking it on tour.
Taking it on tour.
Taking it on tour.
Taking it on tour.
That's amazing.
How do people sign up?
So there is a QR code
We'll have your
and
flyer.
a QR code. The flyer will be posted. There's a QR code to go to the sign up part, and then there's a QR code that takes you to travel.state.gov, which is where you would get all of your documents or the forms you need to fill out ahead of time, and it tells you what you need to bring. It tells you how much it costs. Different passports cost different amounts of money. Renewal is less expensive than an initial, and then if you expedite it, that's more expensive. So all of that is on their website, and it's very case dependent, so I can't give you a set amount per thing.
Right.
And that's how you would sign up and how you get the paperwork. You will need to complete the paperwork before you show up to either of these.
What is one thing that somebody, like you typically always have to bring, like birth certificate?
Yep, so I have that list right here.
Handy dandy cheat sheet.
So you need an unsigned application form. You have to sign it in front of the passport staff. Evidence of U.S. citizenship, and then a photocopy of it, because they take a photocopy of it. Proof of identification, your passport photo, and a check or money order payable to the U.S. State Department. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, U.S. Department of State, but they'll take it either way.
I asked this for a specific reason because, like, I work in the insurance industry, and we have to have a lot of stuff like this sometimes to verify people's locations, ID, all this stuff. Nobody ever has it prepared. Nobody. And then they're scrambling to get it, and they're like, birth certificate, I've not seen that in 20 years. What are you talking about?
Yes, that it does become a problem occasionally.
Plan to order it online to then pay extra to have it expedited to go do that. But I had to get the real ID, and that was less than ideal.
It can be a challenge.
It can be a challenge, especially if you let your license expire.
But people with the real ID is not.
It's not the same.
They're not acting. It's not acting as a passport, though.
No.
Right?
That
They
is
explain
correct.
that. So
Yeah.
like people might go, oh, I got a real ID. I'm good. I'm going.
So a real ID for travel purposes, a real ID will allow you to travel inside the United States. It will not allow you to travel overseas. That's your passport.
Yep.
However, if you don't have a real ID but you have a passport,
Then
you could travel inside airfare on airplanes. Excuse me, just
Yep.
on air travel. Then you can travel inside the United States. So you need
Hmm.
one of the two of those to travel
Travel in the
on an
US.
airplane in the United States.
But
And
to
if you
go out.
you need a passport.
Yep.
And if you go out
Thankfully,
on an
I have one.
airplane, you need a passport, not a passport card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very important difference. We had a family who spent a lot of money on a trip to go to Europe, and they had their passport cards for their younger children, and then called us from the airport. How do we resolve this issue? Because I spent $25,000 on this trip, and now my kids can't go with us.
Wow.
We were able to get them in San Jose, California. So they had to
Wow.
fly to San Jose, California to get passports issued to them,
Goodness.
so then they could fly back to Europe.
Goodness. Oh my
So
gosh.
do some checking.
How
ahead of time.
stressful. Like how stressful.
I couldn't even
And
imagine.
I can't imagine like TSA, like how that would be for them right now, because like somebody, it has to happen like multiple times a day. Like, it's my real ID. I'm good. I'm going to Ireland.
Not so much.
Why travel agents are still valid. They make sure you kind of do all that stuff. I know we can book travel online, and I know it's cheaper maybe, potentially. I'm not really sure, but
Yeah.
going to a travel agent who can make sure of those little details probably is helpful.
Well, thank you so much for being on. We're going to put the flyer and all the links and make sure that people know, where to go to find the information. Print paperwork, fill it out, don't sign it.
Yes.
Bring your proper paperwork and a check or money order,
That is
not
correct.
cash.
Not cash.
Not cash.
Read the details thoroughly.
Yeah.
Yes, read the details
All
thoroughly.
of them.
You're dealing with the federal government, so read the details thoroughly and make sure that you are in compliance, because we don't want to turn anybody away. We want to make sure we get as many folks in as possible. And if you have any questions, you can call me at 615-896-1986.
Great.
Fantastic.
Well, thank you, Brian, for being
Thanks
on.
very
We
Thank you all
appreciate
for
it.
inviting me.
Good
Always
to
a
see you
pleasure.
again.
All right, stop. Don't scroll just yet. We'll be right back after this America 250 moment.
Being American to me means basically freedom, the freedoms that we have in this country, the freedom to express ourselves, but that didn't come without a price. Our military and our servicemen who have fought for this country over the last 250 years are those who we need to thank. And being in real estate, the biggest American dream that you hear people say, maybe cliche, is, owning a home is the American dream. And everybody wants to achieve home ownership. So being in real estate, it really helps me help people achieve, it allows me to help people achieve home ownership through being a realtor. And one of the special things and one story that I have is I had a seller that was a well-decorated Air Force veteran. And behind me is a fighter jet over Laos. And he actually took this picture himself. He was a boom operator in 1968. And he took this picture here. And we just became very close, like through the transaction with my buyer. And he really just kind of touched my heart about how well decorated he was, his grandchildren, and his son was also well decorated in the Air Force. And so being in real estate, I give back through Homes for Heroes, active military veterans, healthcare, first responders, teachers. Those communities also give back, which makes America strong, to take care of everybody in America. So I love to give back for Homes for Heroes, and anybody who works with me receives a thank you check that are in those hero communities. Happy birthday, America. Happy 250.
We love Chad. He does a great job. He's such a great storyteller.
And that picture behind him of refueling the jet in the air.
I know, isn't that cool?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And as he becomes more popular, we can say, we knew him when.
It was an HGTV episode. Yeah.
I know.
We know that guy. Well, that's it for this week. We appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. And we got more things happening next week. More fun events, more guests, more great, wonderful guests, and a lot more fun, more dad jokes.
Yes. And I think March we're gonna bring in some spring cleaning things and fun things for March.
Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. All right. Well, we have our sponsors. We have Spirit Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
Info Rules Social Media,
615 Insurance,
TMX Creative,
and KDGi Architectural Firm.
It's a mouthful. I love it. Well, thank you to our staff, our wonderful staff that makes this all happen.
Makes it look seamless with
do a
no
great
edits
job.
at
I know,
all.
right?
No edits. Never. And thank you to Brandon and Brandon for letting us use this space. We love being on the square.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You can see the wonderful courthouse behind us through the window there. If you didn't notice that, cars,
people,
some movement in the background. And you got to like and share. Don't forget that.
Right.
Yeah.
And heart and comment and tag your grandma.
Yeah. Tag your grandma. Grandmas love our shows.
And then, if you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button.
Make sure you do that. You just love doing that, don't you?
I
Well,
do.
don't forget as well that if you like to stream, on
all the streaming services, your favorite
all the streaming
one.
services for your podcast, then you can do that with Good Morning Murfreesboro on your podcast. So there's no reason to have us up on your dash watching us driving down the road and getting tickets.
Yeah, don't do that.
That's when you get to use your driver's license without the smile.
Right?
Because you're watching Good Morning Murfreesboro on your phone driving down the road, which is a big no-no.
Don't
listen to it. You can listen to it.
Yeah.
Put it on podcast.
Yeah.
And from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you a great weekend.
And whatever you do this weekend, make sure you do it right here in Murfreesboro.